Captain Cooper, you have to let Kate Baker out of that holding cell.
Doc, I can't just go around releasing prisoners. Now, she assaulted a police officer. She resisted arrest.
Damn it, Billy, just do it. Every minute counts.
All right, Dr. Hudson. I suggest that you calm down. We are not going anywhere until I get some answers. Now, what is the story with Kate Baker?
Kate's not who she says she is.
Well, then who is she?
She is my wife, Charlene.
Doc, Charlene was declared legally dead.
She survived the explosion.
Doc, what the hell are you telling me?
She has what's called multiple personality disorder, and keeping her in that jail cell is only going to make things worse.
You have to let her go.
She can't take the pressure, Billy. You're going to destroy any chance she has of getting well.
Did you hear me? I got friends that'll get me sprung faster than you can say, loose cow. Don't you walk away from me when I'm talking to you. Get your butt over here.
Suppose you try keeping your mouth shut, huh? From what I can see, you're right where you belong.
No. No.
What is your problem? You need a doctor?
Help me let me out of here. Please. Help me. Please.
To the future of the Corey family. And to each and everyone here assembled.
What's going on?
Yes, I'm all right. Right here.
Mommy, what happened?
Amanda, you all right?
I'm fine.
Is everyone okay?
Yes, I think so. My glass, I was so startled I dropped it.
Honey, these are power outs. They happen all the time.
Right, it's no big deal.
I'm gonna go check the fuse box.
And the generator, why didn't the generator?
Let's all meet back
Oh,
here. Please take great care.
Paulina, be careful.
Come on, what?
I'll let security know what's happening up here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the fuses. Does that work?
It's dead. I didn't bring my cellular.
I have a cellular phone in the other room.
I'm gonna take this unless you need it, okay?
Go ahead, it's yours.
Jake?
What are you doing out here? You scared me out of my skin.
You guys' power's out?
No, we're playing haunted house. What did you think? Stop shaking all over me like a wet dog and tell me what you were doing hanging out on the terrace.
I rang the doorbell. Nobody answered.
The doorbell must have gone out with the power.
Paulina, the place was pitch black. I was afraid something was wrong, so I walked around to the terrace.
You better have nothing to do with plunging us into darkness, Jake.
Oh, wait a minute. You still think I'm trying to pull the plug on your family? I thought we were past that.
We were until I saw your face pressed up against the French doors.
You were right about hearing voices, Rachel.
Well, well, Jake. You do surface in the strangest of places.
I found him out on the terrace.
Doing what? Singing in the rain?
Were you expecting him? No, I wasn't.
Well, where there's trouble, there's Jake.
I checked with the power company, Rachel. No one else in the area has lost electricity.
That's interesting.
You want to start explaining yourself now, or you want to wait till the police get here?
Please. I don't like being locked up inside. Away from people I love. I gotta check on my kids. Louise she's still a baby, and she doesn't like strangers. And Tomas, he doesn't trust authority. If I could just explain to Captain Cooper.
You can explain to the judge.
That's it? Can anybody help me? Someone help me! Let me out of here. Help me! Help me! No, please, let me out! Please let me out! I don't belong here! Someone help me! Open the door! Let me out of here. Someone help me! Open the door! Open the door! What is this? What is this? I'll bet there's another door in here. We just can't see it because it's so dark. Let me out of here. Someone help me! This place is going to drive me crazy. I'm not crazy already.
All right, so what you're saying to me is that this Kate is some kind of personality spin-off of Charlene.
Didn't you recognize her, Billy? Her hair is a different color, but come on, you knew her. You worked on her case.
All right, okay, now that you pointed out, I can see the resemblance, but, hey, Doc, like you said, this woman is nothing like Charlene.
Please, Billy, let me see her.
Hey, Doc, considering what you just told me, don't you think maybe we should call in the police psychiatrist?
No. Let's just hold off on that for a while.
All right. I guess I can't keep you from seeing your wife.
Thanks.
I'm gonna let you cool your heels in here for a little while, Mr. Rivera.
Oh, don't worry, we are not going anywhere.
No kidding. Don't even think about going to the water fountain. You're in enough trouble. You don't want to be on my bad side.
Oh, you actually think we're gonna try to bolt from here? There's cops all over this place.
Oh, that's very funny. It's also very accurate. The folks from Juvenile Hall will be here to pick you up, Tomas.
Well, at least John got to see Kate.
You better split, Maggie.
Why? If Billy didn't throw me out, why should
Look,
you?
I don't want to lose it with you, so you better get the hell out of here before I do. When we said goodbye, there was only one thing I needed from you, Maggie. One thing, do you remember?
I remember that was hard to say goodbye. That you said you'd never forget me.
Anything else?
You didn't want me to tell anyone where you were going.
That's right. What did you tell Kate?
She's your family, Tomas. That doesn't count.
If you hadn't opened your mouth about me hopping on a bus to Mexico, she never would have found me in the bus station.
She wanted to say goodbye.
I couldn't see the cops, Maggie, because I was busy explaining things to Kate. If you didn't open your mouth, Luisa and I, we would have crossed the border.
I'm sorry.
Why don't you tell Luisa that? And see if she understands.
I'm sorry I messed things up, Tomas, okay? I guess I was following my heart instead of my brain.
I don't know who took Luisa.
I just couldn't say no to Kate. Just like I can never say no to you. Excuse me, officer. I think you might be able to help me. My boss is Miss Shaw. Do you know her? She works for social services, gray hair, sweet face. Well, she wants me to find that little girl.
A little girl.
Yeah, Luisa Rivera, she ran away with her big brother, I think. It's very crucial that I find her for Miss Shaw.
A no-strings relationship with no future, it's not what I want. I love you too much to settle for a casual affair. We could have had a lifetime together. We could have had it all. It's your loss, Donna.
Donna, I thought you'd left already.
Oh, no, I had a few things I had to do.
Have you been in touch with Grant at all?
Just every other minute. I mean, I don't know where Victoria is either.
Do you know where Grant is?
Why? What's he done now?
Well, I'm not sure. I just got this call. He's supposed to be the guest speaker at the American Legal Association dinner in L.A. tonight.
Well, he is over at the Coreys having dinner with them.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm positive. You can catch him over there.
Well, I'd better, or else he's gonna have blown off a very influential group of people.
Too late to get to California now.
Not if we do it by satellite.
Oh, please put him into orbit permanently. That would be lovely.
Donna, if we can get Grant here at KBAY, I can bounce a live television signal into the banquet hall, and Grant can give his speech via a giant screen to the audience.
How lucky for them.
I'll need your facilities.
I don't think Grant is on the top of my list for helping people.
Oh, come on, Donna. He's your grandson's father.
Uh-huh.
All right, fine. Great. I will ask Matt.
You better get him to come over here, too. He knows more about production than I do.
Well, where is he?
Besides, he has to okay the overtime for the crew.
Great, Donna. Thanks a lot for all your help.
By the way, Matthew was at the Corey supper also.
We're waiting, Jake. What are you doing here?
Oh, why bother asking him? Anything is incapable of telling the truth.
And there was light. And it was good.
At last?
Can you cast a little light on this situation, Jake?
That was so cruel, Jake. How can you terrify a child like that?
I thought it was awesome.
Cool. You know what? Maybe your mommy is afraid of the dark, or maybe she just hates to reset the VCR.
You have only amused one person in this room, Jake.
The power's fine. The circuits were shut off in the cellar, so were the phones.
That means someone was in the cellar while we were having dinner.
Well, maybe it was Helen.
Helen was in the kitchen when the lights went out.
That leaves you, Jake.
Rachel, I was outside, not inside. The terrace door was locked. Why don't you ask Paulina?
Were they?
Yes, they were locked.
So was the front door. It wouldn't budge. Of course, this place has more entrances than Wrigley Field.
The instructions to the security people were to keep all windows and doors bolted.
Who knows, Carl? Maybe one of your lackeys slipped up.
I'm gonna check the break-ins. The guards are checking the grounds.
All right, thank you. So, what are we going to do now? Jake is starting to enjoy himself.
No. I think this is a little too gothic for Mr. McKinnon.
What is it with you? Does trouble follow you around like a puppy dog?
Well, you know what they say, no good deed goes unpunished.
Come on, Jake. Time to explain yourself.
Why don't we try some logic? The doors were locked. Someone turned the lights off from the inside and spooked all of you. You see, I was outside, ergo, it couldn't have been me.
Well, ergo, aside from your stunning bit of logic, there's still no earthly reason why you should be here.
But there is.
Let's hear it, Jake.
Well, I thought you didn't care.
Where is she, Billy?
Right there, Doc. That one.
Oh, my God. What did they do to you? Listen, this might go a lot better if it was just one-on-one.
Okay, sure. You're the doctor.
Thanks. Kate? Kate?
John.
I was so worried about you when I heard what had happened. Are you all right?
I'm not at my best. I hate it here.
Well, I'll get you out of here.
Didn't ask you to do that.
You don't belong here to begin with.
You know I don't like rooms without windows. But I can handle it because I've handled worse.
So the police have a little paperwork to process. As soon as they're done, I'll get you out of here.
I came as soon as I heard her. The cops said the kid got pretty rowdy. Is she okay?
She's just fine. And she can speak for herself.
Kate,
You can sticking your nose in my business again. I don't want you here. I don't want you in my life.
Kate, please.
No, get out. You make me nervous.
I'm sorry.
Oh, stop whining. I'm the one in jail, not you. Now, I'll tell you, she's not going to leave on her own. I want you to get rid of her. I mean it. I mean it.
Please.
Don't
say that.
Get her out of here now!
You came here in the middle of a storm to thank Allie for a turtle?
That was some gift, Allie.
Well, it was only a loan, but it was the best gift I've ever had.
Bite you yet?
No, Rachel, it won't bite me because I'm gonna feed it hamburgers.
Oh, Buster's probably just waiting for the right time, Jake, like the rest of us.
You know something? Allie, I was sitting at home feeling pretty lousy, thinking how my life is nothing more than a series of mistakes.
In your case, that's an enlightenment.
And remembering how every time I ever stuck my hand out to anyone, they slapped it. And then lo and behold, along comes Buster the Turtle.
That was very sweet of you, Allie.
Young lady, you have restored my faith in human kindness.
Saved by a turtle? That's very touching, Jake.
That's preposterous. In fact, it's so preposterous, it just might be true.
Matt.
The outside doors are locked. All of them from the inside.
I told you so.
You might have found your way inside, switched off the lights, gone back out, and locked the door behind you.
Yes, and then what did I do, Grant? I hung around outside and got drenched, waiting to be caught.
Just possibly you thought it would be fun to watch the havoc you caused.
Oh, you have nothing more concrete than your own paranoia.
Yes, I agree.
Do you?
Mm-hmm. For now.
Cool. Could I speak to Allie for a minute, please?
No, absolutely not.
If you stand over there where you can see us.
Yeah, right. Go ahead.
Excellent, young lady.
If Jake is for real, then the person who shut off the power is still in the house.
Well, that's a creepy thought. I say it's time to call the police.
I agree. I think we should split up and search each room. All right?
I'll call the police.
Matt, wait.
Listen, it means a lot to me to be your friend. But you know, you might take some grief from your family for being nice to me.
I don't care.
No? Well, I'm gonna try to be a very good friend.
Could I come and visit Buster sometimes?
Sure you can. I'm sure she'd like that. So would I. But you gotta make sure it's okay with your mom, all right?
All right, we'll look for the squad car. Could you connect me with Captain Cooper, please? Thank you. Billy, Grant Harrison. Any word on Victoria Hudson's disappearance or my son's disappearance? All right, fine. Keep me posted. Thanks.
I'll get it.
No, let me. Your last visitor wasn't exactly congenial.
Thank you.
Lorna,
Grant, you know you're supposed to be in L.A. this evening?
what are you talking about?
You're a guest keynote speaker at a dinner tonight.
There must be some mistake.
No, you made it. 8 months ago, you booked the engagement.
Then why the hell wasn't it on my calendar?
I don't know, but all these people are calling. These lawyers are calling your office in D.C., asking if they can meet your plane.
For God's sakes, this is a disaster.
Well, no, not necessarily. It may have worked something out. I think it might be...
What now?
What's going on?
Mom, what's wrong? Rachel?
You're right. What is it?
Did you say anything else, Rachel?
No, it was on my pillow. Open it up and look at it.
It's the enclosure from our wedding invitation. It says, I will attend, and it's circled.
It looks like blood.
Thank you very much, Iris.
Another threat.
And that makes what, 4?
Well, we can't just dismiss this one. Whoever this maniac is, he's promising to show up at Carl and Rachel's wedding.
It's pretty heavy stuff.
I tried to tell you,
Listen,
Jake.
did I tell you that I bought a glass tank for Buster and a bunch of crap for him to eat all day long?
I don't know what to say, Rachel.
We have a state-of-the-art security system, and someone still got into this house.
Yes. Yes, it looks that way.
Well, obviously, it's not enough. Let me see that. And I wonder if it's safe here for Allie.
Let's see what the police have to say.
Will you postpone your wedding?
Maybe we should.
Definitely not. Your mother has already told me that we should not be cowed by such intimidation. We shall be married as planned.
Carl, please, this is madness.
No, this is madness. Cunning and manipulative madness.
Okay, Allie, why don't you and I go to the kitchen for some milk and cookies, huh?
You know, Carl, if you're determined to take the trek down the aisle, perhaps you should trade your tails in for a suit of armor.
That is mean, Jake.
Why don't you go home, Jake? Things are bad enough as it is.
You're right, I'll go home, just in case you decide to blame any more of the crimes against the Coreys on me.
He is infuriating, isn't he?
Yes, he is. But I think he's telling the truth.
Well, I don't believe a word of his story. Jake is past that, Amanda. Doesn't have time to play practical jokes on the Coreys anymore.
Lorna, why are you here?
She came to pick me up.
And Matt.
Why? What's going on?
Because Grant's career is about to self-destruct at any moment now.
I was due in Los Angeles tonight. Unfortunately, there was a scheduling foul-up.
But he can do his speech at KBAY if you set things up at your end. Donna said it's your call.
You already spoke to Donna about this?
Yeah, and I've got my people working out the details on the other end. So is it a go? Donna said that you would have to handle it.
She did. It's interesting. Yeah, sure. No problem.
Great. All right, great. Now, Senator, you better have some words of wisdom prepared, or at least some that you can vamp.
Will you be all right if I go?
Yes, I think so. Nobody's hurt. The police will be here soon.
One of these years, we'll spend a full evening together.
We better. But it's okay. I'm gonna bunk in with Allie tonight anyway.
I'll see you in the morning.
Do you need help with your speech?
Yes, I do, but I can manage. Your daughter needs you more. I love you.
I love you.
Let's move, Senator.
Coming.
Well, you have a very busy household, Rachel.
Well, are either of you hungry?
Actually, I'm starving. But I must say this for you, Rachel. Your dinner parties are never dull.
Mr. Rivera, Miss Stetson.
Hello, how do you do? Nice to meet you. Officer, would you please be a doll and let Captain Cooper know that my boss, Miss Shaw, would like to make sure that the Rivera's civil rights are not being violated.
I'll tell him.
Thank you very much.
Miss Stetson? What scam are you pulling now?
I talked my way into the social services office.
What?
Yeah, I did. And I told them that I worked for Miss Shaw and they bought it. Tomas, I saw Louisa.
Is she scared? Is she okay?
She's great. She's absolutely great. See for yourself. I didn't mean to make things worse for Kate. I got your call and then
Listen, you're gonna have to be a little bit more careful about what you say around her.
I know.
Do you?
When you went to Boston to visit Kelsey, Kate came out to the farm, and I didn't want her to leave.
What happened?
I showed her the barn and the fields. I thought maybe it would bring up some memories of us.
Did it?
I don't know. She seemed comfortable until we got to the stone cottage and she saw the memorial plaque.
Josie, we agreed not to force Kate to look at Charlene's life, or her death, for that matter.
Everything was going so well. was bad. John, she got very upset. And see, I thought that she was having a breakthrough. So I told her that Charlene had multiple personalities.
Then what?
I think it terrified her. She ran off.
I see.
Look, I tried to tell you this when you got back, but every time I tried to tell you, it seemed like something happened. I don't know. Maybe I was scared.
I really wish you hadn't done this, Josie. I really wish you
All I want for her is for her to get rid of me.
Listen to me. You cannot outsmart these personalities. They will win every time. Now you've got to back off for her sake.
Okay. I wish she looked at me like she couldn't stand the sight of me.
Listen to me. Kate has to feel as though she can trust someone. I was hoping that someone would be me. Now I want you to get out of here. She has to calm down. They're never going to let her out of here.
I understand. I'll call you later, okay?
Listen, I'm sorry if Josie upset you.
Let's get something straight, John. I didn't ask for any visitors. And I may be in a cage, but this is not a zoo.
You seem calmer now.
Oh, I am. At first I panicked, but now I've got things under control.
What do you mean?
Simple. I can handle anything. Unlike some people I know.
Like who?
You know, John, I have a confession. It's a secret. It's one I've been carrying around for way too long.
A would-be rapist stalking innocent women, his first target was able to fight him off and break free. He was almost caught attempting to overpower his second victim. He doesn't intend to fail a third time.
Quit playing these games with me. Come on. You're gonna love it. You're not gonna be disappointed.
Alan, stop.
Days of Our Lives.
Could we heat up key light number 5, please? Thank you.
I had planned to use this speech for Northwestern's commencement.
All right, just rework the ideals section and throw in your rap in the criminal justice system. It'll be great.
No, I want to speak about ideals.
All right, but no demagogue stuff.
Okay. Lorna worked things out with the receiving station. Have they called?
Yes, we're going to be ready to go live in 4 minutes.
Great.
I'm very impressed that you were able to do a setup from your car phone.
Well, you could have done it solo. Why did you need my help?
Because there are just so many details, and I thought if something went wrong, I would need you to take charge.
Well, we both know who's running the show. 2 minutes, okay, guys?
This isn't like you to miss a personal appearance, Grant. You better get your focus back fast, okay?
Perhaps you've forgotten my son is missing, Lorna.
I understand that, Senator. That's why they invented something called the staff.
You know, if you could forego the personal attacks until after I finished this speech, I'd appreciate it.
We've had a few near misses here. This should be your last warning. Throwing away your career is not going to get you custody of the kid.
My, you really are an ice queen, aren't you?
Actually, I run cold. And hot, depending on what I want.
20 seconds. They're introducing Grant.
Thank you, Matt.
All right. Clear the set.
All right. Now remember, they want to love you.
5, 4, 3.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to speak my mind tonight, such an august assembly. Although I was unavoidably detained here in Bay City, it's my pleasure to come to you this evening in spirit. And it is that same spirit, the spirit of the law, which must guide the membership of the American Legal Association individually and collectively. The question for all of us then is this: how do we, and I include myself and my fellow lawmakers here in Congress.
Hi.
How do we nurture,
What's going on?
indeed enhance that
Just a minute,
spirit,
I'll
not
explain
only
later.
publicly, but in the day-to-day execution of our lives?
Here you go, Buster. A little water for you. Drink for me.
You know something, Buster? You got the good life. You munch a few crickets, swim a couple laps, snooze. Nobody fusses with you about your precious terrarium. You know, I could probably help the Coreys with, who's messing with things, but, they kind of got a hang up towards me, you know? So we'll just let them hang. Hey, you want some lettuce? There you go. Do you bite? Well, it doesn't matter. We got company anyway. Let's see who it is. Ah, about face.
Hello, Jake. Buster.
Do you have a search warrant?
May I come in?
Actually, Buster and I, we were having kind of a little heart-to-heart.
You have every right to be angry, Jake.
I do? You know something? You're right. I know I do.
Yes, my family still jumps to all the wrong conclusions about you. Look, let's not do this in front of Buster.
And you don't.
Well, Jake, it was the way it looked. I mean, with the storm and the... Thank you. And the dark and then the hateful note. We were just all freaked out.
So obviously that means it's time to dump on Jake, right?
It's a knee-jerk reaction.
Well, that's good because your whole family's a bunch of jerks.
Look, don't start on my family, okay?
Paulina, there is no way that I would sneak around playing the boogeyman. I mean, every time I've got in trouble, I have been direct. And the last thing I would do is scare a little girl like Allie.
I know that.
Well, then why are you here?
To say that I'm sorry if it seemed like I accused you.
I did.
And also to apologize for the way my family acted tonight.
Yeah?
Yes. They were way off base, and so was I. I know you didn't do any of that creepy stuff.
It's good. I didn't.
Right. So I just couldn't let it pass, you know. Anyway, good night, Jake. Good night, Buster.
What does that lady want? Come on, Buster.
This is, it's hard. While you were in Boston, I drove out to your farm, John.
Josie told me the two of you had words.
Yeah, I didn't know that you were gone, and, it was awkward.
I'm sure that Josie had no intention of making you feel
I didn't
uncomfortable.
need her
It
help,
just-
John. I was already tense.
I could certainly understand why.
I had this idea that I was gonna open up and just say how I felt.
About what?
You.
I see.
No, I don't think you do, John. See, I found myself caring for you too much. I mean, Judy saw it, and she lectured me on it. And heck, I even lectured myself.
Why?
Because it was wrong.
Why was it wrong, Kate?
Because you're head over heels in love with Charlene. Charlene's got your heart, and it doesn't matter who else is in your bed. Charlene's gone, John.
Sometimes I feel as though she's very close.
Really? If you could say something to her right now, what would it be?
I would tell her that she could come home now. That Taylor Benson is gone. I would tell her that everything is safe.
I have a message for you about Charlene.
Because, ladies and gentlemen, the public believes, as I'm sure all of you do, that lawyers should strive for goals that are higher than their bank accounts. It is our responsibility, then, to place those goals in the forefront, to remain guardians of the law, and to ensure justice for all, not simply to those who can pay the legal fees. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our pledge, not only to ourselves, but to the American public. Thank you, and good evening.
Congratulations. You certainly know what people want to hear.
Well, I believe it. I feel a particular affinity to justice at the moment.
What's going on? I thought you were working tonight.
No, but I had a rough night. Is it okay if I hang out here and catch a ride home with you?
Sure. I'm just about to take off, though.
Even better. I don't want to be alone.
Right. Listen, you up for a late night snack?
Yeah, that would be great.
Good.
Thank you.
Let me check in with the crew, and then we'll take off.
Sure.
Hi. Okay. Great.
So it looks like you and Josie aren't having any problems fighting over who puts the cap on the toothpaste.
Oh, we're far.
I'm sure you have other things in common as well.
Thanks, Doc. See you tomorrow.
It was vintage Harrison.
I'm not sure how to take that.
Oh, meaning that I should tell you more about yourself, Senator?
Only if it's good.
Well, it is. Grant, people don't know where to turn to get justice anymore. You know, they're feeling very distrustful of the court system.
Yeah, you've had some experience at that, haven't you?
Yeah, unfortunately, I have. But I'm telling you, you are at the top of your game when you are inspiring people to be their best.
Well, I'm inspired when someone turns a disaster into a small victory, as you did tonight.
It's my job.
Do you always go beyond the call of duty?
Not always. But in your case, I'm tempted.
Iris, I'd like security to follow you home.
Well, if you insist.
I think it's very important we do exactly what the police have asked us to do.
Thank you. Rachel, I'm so sorry about the dinner party.
The dinner party is the least of my problems.
Of course. Well, good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, I'm gonna head upstairs. I'm absolutely exhausted. All right.
Amanda, please try not to worry. We'll get this in hand.
When? I'll be in Allie's room. Are you ready to go up?
Yes, let's go to bed. Corey residence. What? Look here. Look here, you worm. Now, I...
What? Who was it? What did he say?
It was the breather again.
What did he say?
He said, cry havoc and let slip the dogs of war.
Shakespeare again.
It's Mark Antony's promise to avenge Caesar with blood.
It's getting worse.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, and then the prince put the glass shoe on Cinderella's feet, and you know what happened?
It's time I took Louisa back.
Oh, can't you just give them a few more minutes, please?
I really can't.
I'll get her.
I'll take very good care of her.
This is so unfair, though. I wish I was a lawyer or a president. I would change these stupid rules.
You always turn things around, Maggie. I don't know how, but you do.
The bus to Dewey Hall's outside, Rivera.
I guess this is another goodbye.
No, it's not, Tomas. I'm gonna get you the best lawyer. I'm gonna get you out of there. Don't give up.
You have a message about Charlene? How could you possibly
I sense things.
I see. What is it?
If Charlene were going to come back to you, she would have done it by now.
I think she may still be trying.
No, Charlene's gone. She's gone forever.
I don't think that's true.
It is, John. Accept it. It'll be a lot easier on you if you do.
Doc, time's up. You gotta
Billy,
leave.
Billy, just give me another minute, please.
Come on,
Here,
Doc.
you
I've
listen to me
pushed this
because I
thing
do
as
know
far
what
as I
I'm
can.
talking about. Charlene is gone, John. You're saving all this love of yours for a woman who's never coming back to you.
Doc, let's go. Billy, please. Doc, come on.
No,
I'm sorry.
don't
You
wanna
gotta
hear it,
go.
but it's the truth.
Doc.
Good night, Kate.
John. I'm the strong one.
All right, Another World fans, why is Iris so steamed? And is Grant attracted to another woman? Don't wait till next week to find out what's happening on Another World. Call NBC Soap Phone right now. Dial 1-900-680-4NBC. Each call costs $1 per minute.